Hey everyone, just want to give a quick update for Cycle 1, Week 6 at CC North. Um, I think we had a good closeout to our first 6 weeks. We did a lot of the same things we've been doing from the get go as far as math. We went through the 11s and 12s, um, taking it, going through the 11s, and then going to another subject and coming back. Um, the kids were a little bit rambunctious with that. I had to kind of refocus them and try to model what we're trying to do. I know it's not always the most fun to go through those statements a couple times, but we're getting closer to the end of that. Um, so we went the same routine with the math, 11s and 12s. Um, Everything else was pretty much again as we've been doing for the first 5 weeks prior. History was we just relying on the official CC song, playing that on the CD and singing along with it. Um, Timeline hand motions. We also did the next set of English prepositions with hand motions. So I added those to the playlist. If you've been following those, I do have a playlist for timeline hand motions and also for English prepositions, and they should be available as well. Um, of course, um, geography was ancient Greece, and we did the show me tell me exercise. Roads was on a couple of maps, wasn't on some of the others. So just make sure when you get the roads that you appropriately identify that on the map. I think we got the right idea, but that was the only tricky part with geography. And we had science. We had two experiments where we tested. Um, we kind of fooled some of our senses. We had the first one where we fooled our sense of taste by trying to eat an apple while smelling vanilla extract at the same time. The vanilla extract didn't really seem to overcome their sense of taste. They were still able to taste the apple. Uh, but then we went to the peppermint, and that really had a significant difference that was able to fool their sense of smell and taste. And they thought they were actually, they couldn't really taste the apple like they could with the extract, vanilla extract. So I think that was successful in showing them how you can kind of fool one sense that helps contribute to another when doing things like tasting food. And we showed some diagrams, talk about the 5 different tastes that we have, and something I kind of learned about during preparation, that there are actually 5 different tastes that we experience within our tongue. I think there's sweet, there's bitter, it's like salty. I can't remember all those, but the last one was umami, which means savory, kind of like meat. But you may want to ask your kids about that. And that's one of the more interesting things we learned about today. And then we had the other experiment for optical illusions, and just basically just drew 2 straight lines, and then one of them had arrows pointing out, and the other had arrows pointing in. And what we observed is it gives you the optical illusion that one line, the line with the arrows pointing out, is bigger, but in reality they're the same length. So that was neat, and we looked at some other optical illusions also. With fine arts, we finished our booklet. We focused on the final project after reviewing all the concepts we learned about for the first 5 weeks. Some of the students were able to finish the final project. Others just kind of did some of the other things. So I tried to encourage them. Don't make this the last time you open this book. Try to use it for learning, going back and refreshing your memory or practicing, so that you can show it, for a homeschool review, or even for posterity, showing in the future to someone else, and reminiscing on your wonderful time in CC and in the fine arts part of it. And for review, I did a bingo-like game. The acronym is SHELMG. Basically, we just used all these subjects like science, history, English, Latin, math, and geography. They were kind of the headers. And we just had a bingo board. We used candy for game pieces and did some review bingo. So that was a good way to end the first 6 weeks. So hopefully the first 6 weeks has been good for you and for your children. And look forward to week 7. Thanks.